Oh, my favorite thing to do is look at the weekend forecast on a Monday. That's the
You just look at the last 2 days.
yeah, totally. Natasha Ramsahad, hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Amazing.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Good to
Hi,
have you here.
Dee.
Yeah.
How are you?
Good. Nice to see you.
I like your open shirt.
Thanks.
Oh.
It's nice.
I closed it up a little bit because
you did?
You were looking in the wrong place. I'm kidding.
I was not.
Over the weekend, Taylor Swift had some big news. And for a lot of people, if you were busy, it went under the radar a little bit. But now she owns all of her original recordings, which is a fight that she's been fighting for a long, long time. So much so that she was re-recording the albums and just to make sure that she owned that version of it. So she's bought back the rights to her first 6 albums, ending a long-running battle over the ownership of her music. She owns her first 6 albums. So Taylor Swift, which came out in 2006, Fearless, Speak Now, Red, 1989, and Reputation. She's re-recorded 4 of those, known as Taylor's versions. We know that, with bonus tracks and so much other extra material on it. But the 2 that she did not re-record were Taylor Swift and Reputation. Strategic with her? So. Yeah. I was going to say perhaps, but yeah. And then when she talked about Reputation, well, let's say what she talked about first. Like she put a long letter up, kind of explaining everything and how she feels about this situation and getting back. The open letter, part of it says this: all the music I've ever made now belongs to me. Okay, no, so and all the music videos, all the concert films, the album art, the photography, the unreleased songs, the memories, the magic, the madness, every single era, my entire life's work. She talked about Reputation and this album and ready to re-record it because fans thought this was coming and coming soon and waiting on it. She goes, to be perfectly honest, it's the one album of the first 6 that I thought I couldn't be improved by redoing it, so I kept putting it off. This one was like Kanye, ex-boyfriend Joe Alwyn, and things like that. So for her to avoid dealing with that part of her life, because she said it was so specific, she didn't want to do it anyway. So for the bit of history here, June 2019, Scooter Braun and his company, they bought Big Machine, which was, of course, the people who had, and the label who had her original masters for this. Then another investment company bought it for about $300 million back in 2020. She's been battling since to get it back. No word on how much.
I was going to say, we don't know how much moolah.
There's rumors about $1 billion, but that's been debunked a little bit. But I could see, I mean, in 2020, sold for 300. Yeah. I could see this towards 7. $1 billion doesn't shock me if that was the case, especially for her because she wants to own all this. It's important to her. And that tour,
you did pretty good.
You know, the joke is everyone fundraising.
But isn't it just, all these artists are like selling because they need the money?
Some
like Bieber just did recently, right? But her buying it because that means so much to her.
At such a young age, too, because many artists do that, but like in their 50s and 60s and later on in their careers.
Yeah, so like Jay-Z talked about it, like he had a huge fight to get that. Snoop Dogg just got his by the end of last year.
Yeah.
Garth Brooks, Rihanna, they're some of the artists that own their own masters in that way. So congratulations, Taylor Swift fans. You're not going to get a Taylor's version of Reputation, but now you don't have to feel guilty about listening to the originals, because that was a lot of the things people didn't want to do that. So there you go.
Good stuff. Thanks, Devo. Thanks for waking up with BT on your Monday. Hope you had a good weekend. Tash has a look at the next couple of days. Looking pretty good. And Karen's got to look at your top stories right after this. It's June the 2nd, y'all.